Michigan Wolverines taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in a split backfield. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Offense changing the play. To the air on second down. Buys a little extra time. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
A&M comes back out with another first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks into the end zone. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dances away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here's the pressure. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Right down the middle. He's got it. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Baker. Fires left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll try to run for it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourself. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical.
Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
He slings it deep to the left. Hauls it in down the sideline. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the...
There he goes! He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Throws into the middle of the field. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
Give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end. But he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Got a man. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Here's the handoff. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Armstrong. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Buys a little time. Uncorks one. He got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Let's go! Let's go! They'll run it on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. To the air, it's Baker. Got the quick pass. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The run from the shotgun. Crosses the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has...
Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be...
Turning it on! The 20, the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Got room at the 35. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Zings it complete to the right. Open space at the 25. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. The extra point here would tie the game.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the left side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, the ground game. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He leaves it with his back. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Swings it out to his running back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Got his man to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get into the 33. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Baker. Rushes on him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him...
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front getting a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking left. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's 20. He's got space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll give it to him again. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Gets rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They'll run it from the gun. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked.
Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go right back to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's golden. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Oh, and he toasts the coverage. Got it deep downfield. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Pringle. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
They'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to take off. Complete downfield. Racing to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 2 to Boston College. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Going for the big play, and that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Direct snap. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Norman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
That's caught. It's Norman. Just keeps moving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels.
He's going for it all. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Bringing it back.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. The inside handoff. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? Fourth down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, though.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out.